Scammed out of money and a child. That's what one family says happened after getting involved with a Montecito man's adoption agency. The FBI and international police are now looking for 56-year-old Orson Mozes. They say he ran an international adoption agency out of his South Coast home. Local district attorneys believe Mozes fled the United States last summer after scamming more than 60 would-be parents out of thousands of dollars. First at 10's Evelyn Taft brings us one family's story. Evelyn.
Katie, we spoke to the DiLorenzo family over the phone earlier today. They live in New Jersey, but did business with a Montecito man in an attempt to adopt 3 different children 3 separate times. But in the end, they lost the kids in the alleged scam, as well as a whole lot of money. Dawn DiLorenzo and her husband decided to adopt a couple years ago after going through rounds of unsuccessful fertility treatments. They did some research and came across an adoption website run by Montecito-based Orson Mozes. The agency adopted out children from Kazakhstan, Ukraine, and Russia.
We saw a number of children that were on there, but one in particular, Alexander, his picture caught our eye. And
DiLorenzo contacted Orson Mozes to begin an international adoption.
He assured us that the child could be held while we processed our paperwork.
But the couple had to put down some cash in order to do so.
We had to open up a Federal Express account and, of course, fill out, forms and contracts. And we ended up sending him $8,850.
Mozes promised to take the photo of Alexander off the website to assure his future parents he was theirs. Meanwhile, Kazakhstan law does not allow children to be pre-selected. DiLorenzo saw this as a red flag, but she was determined to finalize the adoption. She says Mozes reassured them it would happen.
You put pictures up of this child. You share these pictures with your family and friends. You start preparing your nursery. And the child in your heart, that's your child. It's like a pregnancy.
9 months later, the adoption fell through, but that's not where the story ends. Mozes then put the parents on a plane to Kazakhstan, where they met another little boy, Stas.
We did bond with him for 10 days, celebrated his first birthday with him, and the next morning we were brought into the orphanage director's office and told that his mother had returned and didn't want him adopted.
DiLorenzo's husband wanted to leave, but she insisted on trying again with this boy, Andre. But the third time was not the charm. In the end, DiLorenzo stayed in the country for 1 month and spent about $75,000 on the adoption process, only to come home empty-handed. And we spoke to Mozes's neighbors in the Montecito neighborhood earlier today, and they say Mozes was not very well liked within that neighborhood. They also say he left his wife behind when he disappeared last summer. Katie, back to you.
Evelyn, all right. Mozes is facing 62 felony counts of taking money under false pretenses and grand theft through the use of the internet.